ever been confused about what it means to have high expectations for your students? If so, please keep watching. We're wasting time. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am Allie Mack and I am a teacher, and I'm here to help you with this upcoming school year. I'm going to share with you how to have high expectations for your students so they will be successful. Please stick around for a gold star resource on what you can be doing Sunday nights to better further your education on being an educator. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the topic of this video is, what does it mean exactly to have high expectations? Well, if you're like me, you were very confused about this. I have been confused about this since my teaching career officially started in 2009, 2010. Because if you look up the word expect, it is defined as the regard as something likely to happen. So like my expectations is, if I were to go outside right now where it's bright and sunny without sunscreen, I would burn. I expect that to happen. Or if I were to go swimming, I expect to get wet. It's just, I've always thought what you expect is just your natural reaction to something. So when people would say you have to have high expectations for your students and they will meet those expectations, I was like, so if I expect them to be a bunny rabbit, they'll turn into one? If you were to look up the word expectation, you will find that it is defined as a strong belief that something will happen in the future. So I was really confused. I even wrote a blog in July 2014 when I finally thought I had the answer. I thought I had it. But then I realized that was wrong too. Well, I'm gonna insert that blog real quick. Now basically what my epiphany back then basically said I had to have expectations for myself. If my expectations and my abilities were high enough, then that would translate to the children's abilities going up. Now, I'm not saying that you need to not have high expectations for yourself, you do, but that's not necessarily what it means to have high expectations for your students. That is until I found this YouTube video on the Pygmalion Effect. And basically, this is a phenomenon that says if you have higher expectations, you will have higher results. And I'd heard this is not the part that was new to me. I was so confused. Like I said earlier, if I expect you to turn into a bunny rabbit, it doesn't mean you're gonna turn into one if I really believe you? No.
It can be best understood by a circle, where our beliefs about another person's abilities influence our actions toward the other person. This action has an impact on the other's beliefs about themselves. The beliefs about themselves cause the other's actions toward us, which again reinforce our beliefs about that person. And so on, and on, and on.
And by the way, let me just do a disclaimer that this actually works as long as it's within the person's physical abilities. Like, you can't expect me to be able to just walk out here and go flying, because I can't physically do that. You know what I mean? So it has to be something within a human's capabilities.
Start with your beliefs. Imagine you are the coach of a basketball team, and you observe your team on the first day. Chris and Joe are new members of your team. Chris reminds you of a famous player. Joe reminds you of an annoying boy from your high school years. Unconsciously, you decide what to expect of each one of them. Your beliefs influence your actions. When Chris enters the court, you are happy to see him. When he plays, you push him to do better, practice harder, stay an extra hour. If he makes a mistake, you explain to him how to improve. When Joe comes in, you hardly notice him. You're glad to see him score, but you don't give him much feedback and don't invest extra time in his training.
Basically, this video is telling us that on a subconscious level, we treat our students differently. I also found some articles about this topic. Let me put those here. The Pygmalion Effect, Proving Them Right. The Pygmalion Effect is a powerful secret weapon. Without even realizing it, we can nudge others toward success. In this article, discover how expectations can influence performance for better or for worse. When you read this article, it basically talks about these children being given IQ tests, and the teachers were not told the results of this IQ test. The teachers were only told which students would excel, even though these students' names were drawn at random. Unconsciously, the teachers gave these students more attention, and then when they gave the IQ test again, these children that were drawn at random did much better than the other students. This led scientists to believe that because the teachers thought these children would excel, they gave these students more attention and helped them more, and then therefore these random students did excel as their classmates. You can see by this experiment that teachers were given students that were drawn at random and told that these would excel, and they subconsciously treated these students differently. So they excelled, even though there wasn't anything so much special about them. You know what I mean? So we need to get out of our own subconscious, and we need to treat every child like they can do everything, that they can do everything we need them to do. Give them that extra support, that extra feedback, that extra homework, that extra time. And by doing that, they will know that we believe in them, and so they will believe in themselves. So I know this is kind of a short and sweet video, but it really was like, you know how you have just like that light bulb moment? Well, this light bulb moment, I felt like my head was gonna explode. It was like, also, if you want to see this video in its entirety, please click the link below. I shared it with my entire school because it had that much of an effect on me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you made it this far, you probably want to know what that gold star resource is that I do every Sundays, and that is Real Rap with Reynolds. If you guys are not familiar with his teacher talk on Sunday nights, you are missing out. Now, I log in at 4 o'clock Central Time, and basically what it is he sits in front of his laptop or whatever camera, and he answers questions. So and he goes in order. So if you get your question in, he will answer it for you.
This question is from Hot for Teaching, which you know why I like that name.
Yes.
Because it's like a Van Halen song. Love it. Do you have students that cry? If so, how do you handle it? Dude, not only do I have students that cry, but I will occasionally get a student that comes in freshman year that looks like they will cut you if you look at them wrong.
And I was so thrilled. It made my entire day. I got to tell him the story of how I got my Hot for Teaching name for my YouTube channel, and he talked about it on air.
She said that her username came from after her first date with her husband. He posted on his Facebook timeline that the song Hot for Teacher was running through his head. She said, plus I'm passionate about my craft.
Love it.
It's fantastic.
Got it made, got it made, got it made.
Here you go.
I'm Hot for Teacher. Dun, 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 dun. That's a great
I have a
beginning of that
question
song.
you're not supposed to be singing.
Sorry.
It was really cool to see his reaction because, man, you guys, you have no idea what names I went through to come up with Hot for Teaching. It took forever because I would type in a name in YouTube, and then that name would be taken, and it would be taken by someone that had a completely different genre of videos, or it would be someone who only uploaded 2 videos and they hadn't been active for years, and I'm like, gosh, I need something original. And then it occurred to me, Hot for Teaching. So please check him out. He is amazing, 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 amazing. It makes my night to listen to him answer questions. And he's so real. Which is real rap. It's real. He's on point, and he answers your question directly. And it might not be the normal textbook answer you would expect, but he's really, really good. And I really am inspired by him. And in fact, he was the first YouTuber that was a teacher tuber that I really followed to get inspiration for this channel. So anyway, hang out with me on Sunday nights with his teacher talk. I'll be in the comments, asking my own questions. And I will actually put a link in the description for the Real Rap with Reynolds, the very first teacher talk I attended where you saw those video clips. Don't forget to go to my website. It is hotforteaching.weebly.com for your free gifts tonight. Free gifts. There's 2 of them this time. It's free. Come on, go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. And also, if you are a teacher, will you please tell me how you show high expectations for your students? Thank you again so much for watching, and y'all have an amazing, amazing day. And I will see you in my next video, unless you decide to come to Real Rap with Reynolds' teacher talk tonight, 4 o'clock Central. It's on his channel.